I'm Mick and we're at the Peter Devine Jiu-Jitsu Academy in St Kilda. So someone who's never seen it before, I describe it as looks like a cross between judo and wrestling. As you can see, we wear like the judo type suit, but we end up doing a lot more ground fighting, a lot of wrestling on the ground. We sort of train more as a sport here, so there's no striking or anything like that. We train for, it's all about getting positions and controlling your opponent and then going for submissions, things like arm locks and chokes and that sort of thing. I started when I was about 20 years old. I'd been doing karate for a while, and my karate instructor had been learning jiu-jitsu here for some time, and he started teaching it at his academy. I started learning it with him and just sort of enjoyed it so much more and trained in both for a while, but then sort of left the karate behind and carried on with the jiu-jitsu and stuck with it. The strength does help, definitely, especially maybe in the early stages of learning, like against other novices, and that strength can make a big difference. But technique being equal, obviously strength will help, but fitness is pretty important, and flexibility is very handy. I train for a whole sort of mixture. It's all different positions. There's no necessarily not strict movements like bench pressing and weightlifting. I do train for strength and do train for endurance, but train a lot of functional movements, that sort of thing, so incorporating multiple sort of body parts and doing things on the Swiss ball and just working the core strength, a lot of that sort of thing, so it's all very important for jiu-jitsu strength. Just at the moment in my preparation, I'm doing a single day of predominantly compound movements, some squats and deadlifts and bench press and pull-ups, those sorts of things. And then on another day, I do more functional type things, a lot of single arm work, Swiss ball type exercises, some clean and presses, things like that, to just sort of get the whole body moving, get a bit more endurance as well. Weights, I do about 4 or 5 sessions a week. Probably swim a couple of times a week, it's sort of good for fitness and just for loosening up the body. And run once or twice a week, and I tend to cycle a lot, so they're more my cardio fitness. I train here probably 4 or 5 times a week for a couple of hours each time. We usually probably have 6 meals in a day. I'll get up and have some breakfast. I usually have muesli and some fruit and some toast and usually a shake. And then morning tea, I'll probably have some tuna and maybe a bit of vegetables, that sort of thing. And for lunch, some chicken, or like a lot of kangaroo as well. And then I'll train. I usually have another shake after I train. Dinner again, more vegetables and chicken or tuna. Just usually trying to eat 5 or 6 meals like that in a day. I don't really have a specific lunch or dinner. I had the Victorian Jiu-Jitsu Championships, and I competed in the black belt divisions, and I was victorious, so black belt Victorian champion, I suppose, yeah. I've managed to win the Victorian Championship in my divisions in the past 5 years, so it's continued my Victorian success. Next month I'm travelling to Los Angeles, got the World Championships over there. We've got a bit of a team going over, about 9 or 10 of us going over to compete. And this will be my first time competing internationally as a black belt, so it's going to be a new experience for me, sort of on that world stage. I'm training pretty hard and preparing quite well for it. My preparation's going well, but I won a world championship as a blue belt, and I'm sort of putting together a good game plan, and as I said, training hard, and I'm in pretty good shape at the moment, so over the next month I hope to keep putting it all together. I'm in the 97 plus category. I weigh, at the moment I'm about 113 kilos, something like that. I usually sit about 115, but I've been sort of training a bit harder and I've dropped a little bit. A lot of the guys in the 97 plus are a little bit larger, a bit like fridges, just wrapped in a jiu-jitsu gi, so they're a bit harder to move and you don't want to get them on top of you, so some big fellas over there.